Welcome to Open House at Pembroke Pines Charter Middle School West Campus. We're glad to have you with us this year. As you know, we'll be starting off the year virtually and possibly going back into the building later on in the year. I am Mrs. Pristas, and I am your 6th grade speech and debate electives wheel teacher, which means you will be with me for the first 9 weeks of school. The curriculum in this class includes public speaking. Practical speaking skills will be taught to build confidence when speaking in a variety of situations. Debates. Debate techniques will be learned for various types of debates. Model United Nations. Methods of working to improve world issues will be learned, and you will be discussing how to make this work while working in committees. Writing. Embedded in the coursework is a focus on academic writing. Students will receive instruction on text-based informational and argumentative writing that are assessed by FSA. Your writing will help you prepare for your speeches and your debates. And probably most important are listening and speaking skills. Techniques of speech, debate, active listening, and research-based spoken responses are infused in the classroom activities that we do and reinforced in enrichment activities as indicated by Florida standards. Like I mentioned before, sometimes you will be working in committees and sometimes you'll be doing independent work. Resources that we will be using in this class, and there might be a few others as well, but everything will be a link through our Canvas course. They include information from speechanddebate.org, Flipgrid, vocab.com, Nearpod, BrainPop, Edpuzzle, Vocabulary, and Intelastic. The expectations for this class, and for all your classes really, are the most important thing to make sure that you're really doing well. It will help you learn the most and be prepared for all your years in middle school as well as career and college ready. Be on time and prepared with all supplies for each class period. With us meeting virtually through Zoom, that means you need to be ready a little bit ahead of time so that you can log into our Zoom session a minute or two before we start so that you can get everything you need to and you can be actively involved in all that we do in the class. Work in a place where you will not be easily distracted and can focus best. Dress for success by wearing school clothes. That will help you focus and realize that you are working. No distracting tabs can be open on your devices. The only tabs that should be open are Clever, Canvas, Zoom, or any research materials that we'll be working on. Plagiarism is absolutely not permitted, so you always need to make sure that your work is truly your own and that you're not sharing your work with other people to copy. Respect everybody and everything at all times. Before posting everything or anything, always make sure that you think, is it true? Is it hurtful? Is it illegal? Is it really necessary? And is it kind? People read what you write and you want to make sure that they're understanding what you really feel and mean and that they're not taking pictures of what you're writing to show people. Tournaments, competitions, and spoken word cafes. Throughout the school year, you will be invited to participate in some speech and debate, Model UN, tournaments and competitions, as well as our school spoken word cafes. As a 6th grade student, if you do that, you can join our speech and debate club, and you can also get extra credit in classes. The grading for this class is a little bit different than most of your other classes. Your assessments are worth 50% of your final grade, and student evidence is the other 50%. So assessments would mean both written and performance assessments. So your final debates and your final speeches would also be an assessment. I'll always let you know what's an assessment and what's not. The student evidence would be daily classwork and preparation that you're doing to prepare for your final projects. If a student does not submit an assignment, they will earn a / score mark for missing assignments. This will be weighted as a 35% in Jupyter Gradebook. Per Broward County Public School absent student policy, students have 2 days to complete the work and still get full credit, but after those 2 days, you will get late grades, which are obviously lower than full credit. Course delivery and communications. Again, we all know we're starting off the year virtually, so you need to make sure that you're using all 3 of these blue platforms properly and consistently and often. Canvas being the most important. All course content, including our Zoom class meetings, assignments with links, announcements, and assessments, will be accessed through our Canvas course via your Clever login. All work will be submitted here as well. Jupyter is another platform that you'll want to get used to using. Communications will be made via Jupyter, and students' grades will be accessed in Jupyter. Parents and students should definitely set up notifications to receive updates. I want to clarify about Jupyter grades. In Canvas, you will see scores for individual assignments, but your final score and final grade for each assignment is actually in Jupyter. So you want to pay attention to the grades in Jupyter, more so than what you're seeing in Canvas. I do have a link on our Canvas course page that says grades that will bring you into your Jupyter Gradebook. Zoom. Our live class sessions will always be through Zoom each period. Students will access your secured Zoom session through Canvas for each class period. While we're in Zoom, we will sometimes have teacher-directed lessons, sometimes you'll be doing presentations, and sometimes you'll be working on assignments in small groups. The daily schedule. We have a block schedule here at middle school. On Mondays and Wednesdays, you go to your odd classes, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays, your even classes. And then on Fridays, if it's a 5-day week, you go to all 6 classes. So this schedule I'm showing you now is from Monday through Thursday. From 8:30 until 8:50, you'll have a social emotional learning lesson that's embedded into your first or second period. And then from 8:50 to 10:30, you'll continue in your first or second period with their classwork. From 10:35 to 12:15, periods 3 or 4 occur. And then you have a lunch break to get refueled and re-energized from 12:15 until 12:50. And your final period of the day is from 12:50 until 2:30. On days that we do meet for all 6 periods, 8:30 to 8:40 is the social emotional learning lesson that will be embedded in your first period class. The rest of your first period material will be given from 8:40 until 9:30. Period 2 is from 9:35 until 10:25. 10:30 until 11:20 is third period. 11:25 until 12:15 is fourth period. Our lunch break is from 12:15 until 12:45. 12:45 until 1:35 is fifth period. And the final period of the day is from 1:40 until 2:30. All about Mrs. Pristas. Before I go over this with you, I do want to let you know that you should always feel free to ask me questions or for any kinds of guidance or assistance through email. I am pretty quick about responding to people and will always try to help you get your answers. I was born and raised in South Florida and graduated from the University of Florida in 1987 with a bachelor's degree in elementary education. That same year, I began my career as an educator, and I've taught in Dade, Alachua, and Broward counties. I earned my master's degree in educational leadership from FIU. My husband and my 2 daughters also all graduated from UF, so go Gators. And my hobbies include community service, voting, travel, and Gator games. You can find our course syllabus by clicking on the link up here in the open house video, but you can also find it on our Canvas course page. It will be there throughout the quarter. Again, I have buttons that are linked to Jupyter grades, to our modules of coursework, to the syllabus, and to open house and to announcements. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And I know that you are going to work on those dreams for yourself, and we're going to have a great year together. Welcome again to Pembroke Pines Charter Middle School West and to speech and debate class. Have a good day.